brilliant. We've done, where are we up to? Number 16, DRF. And Tim is more than happy to move this. And so, Tim's moved it, and Cal, did you second it? Yeah. And there is a foreshadowed motion floating around. Okay, all right. So we'll put, so the first one, the substantive, okay, the first one is a substantive for putting that grant forward. We'll see how that goes. All those in favour? Aye. Sorry. Righto, okay. Sorry, I'm going too quick.
Yeah, councillors won't be fully aware of what's actually on offer here and what RDU are wanting to do for our city. So I am going to speak to it because it's a pretty unique opportunity that you need to be aware of before you make a decision on this. The fact that they've survived in our city for 50 years is a miracle. They've got a solid track record of making a lot of things happening with a really small amount of money, which is kind of a thing you want. This is the year that Christchurch is going to pop off and truly declare itself as open for business. And the timing is perfect because what they're trying to do here is activate a whole lot of different events around our city centre and activate those dead spaces that sit lifeless all the time, namely like Cathedral Square. They can run pop-up events there throughout the year and other areas. The Events and Festivals Fund will not work for this. A decision on that is months away. They're wanting to celebrate the anniversary this year, so waiting months for an oversubscribed fund isn't actually going to work. I'd encourage you to listen along because you may find out what we're going to be talking about here. I'd encourage you to listen. Last year we gave, radio. Last year we gave New Zealand Opera $70,000 alongside running some school programs was towards two ticketed events, and these people are wanting to run events through our city all throughout the year. What I'm asking for is less than, it's half of that. A year's worth of events. They've got a mobile trailer ready to go and make cool things happen in our city centre. We can't forget the grassroots and the more alternative in our city because they end up actually headlining festivals. Some of you Electric Ave on the weekend, Split Ends. Guess where they started? Things like Student Radio and Campus. Lord, who headlined Electric Ave, now headlining festivals over the world. Royals, her breakout song was first played on Student Radio. That's how it made it big. So we need to develop the future headliners of a festival like that. And by the way, that festival was the biggest economic boom for our city since the Commonwealth Games in 1974. So this is a pretty unique opportunity, someone wanting to activate our city throughout the year, and we should be excited about it. And if we want to know more about it, we should be going to see RDU. I think what I've asked for is pretty reasonable.
Far away, Tim. I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Pauline first, then Tim.
Thank you, because mine's actually a process issue. I don't see why this is not treated as an amendment and we vote on the amendment first, because otherwise I don't want to vote against the substantive and find they get nothing kind of thing. It's a process thing. So can we treat it as an amendment and vote on it first?
Or you're going to add it into the substantive?
I was going to say the same thing.
Thank
Thank you.
Your turn?
Yeah, thank you. Look, totally agree with what my colleague has said. I've been involved with Radio U for, guys, I'm really old now, so let's be honest. Not quite the 50 years they've been running, but pretty close. I've done a number of events for them. They are an outstanding organisation, one that absolutely delivers and for the right reasons. So I'd be happy to increase to 35,000 along with the recommendation, my friend.
And Kelly's happy with that too.
Yep. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course he is. Yeah.
Right. Do you want to talk to this, Kelly?
Yeah, I do, because look, I'm happy with the 20,000. I've been listening to RDU since the 80s. When I was at university there, I note that staff have recommended 20,000. They've also encouraged RDU to reapply through the Events and Festivals Fund for their proposed larger scale free to attend public events. So I feel like that covers it anyway. So happy to support this substantive.
Hang on.
Yep. So I'll have a new seconder.
Hang on. I've got to find out where we're at.
So the movers.
Kelly has to agree.
So Kelly either agrees or...
Kelly, do you agree with Tim putting it up to the higher number because you are the secondor? And that will make it the substantive, and then we can vote on it, and then we can get on to the next one. Right, good. Cheers. Right, good work, mate. Okay. Yeah. Yes, that's right. So Sam, are we all right? We've got what we see on the ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Right. So what we got on the screen. All those in favour? Against? Brilliant. Thank you. Carried. 17 we've done. Three Waters quarterly report. Now this is a report that we bumped the other day because